Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to pay off debt really quickly so that you can free up your cash and go do cooler and better things with your money. Okay, so before I dive into the spreadsheet, there's two different scenarios I want you guys to be aware of. The first one is just paying the minimum payments on your debt to see what that might do to your debt progress later on in life. The second one, I'm going to show you how when you get a little bit creative and you make tiny small sacrifices, how that can play a big factor into paying off debt and what that does for your financial life. So that's where we're going to start, and let's just go ahead and dive in. Oh, and I should say too that this little mini training is part of another training on my website, whitneyhansen.com. If you go there and you click on free workshops, you can check out the entire training. I think it's like 12 or 13 minutes, but it goes into a lot more detail about how all of this stuff works. So definitely worth checking out. And again, it is free, so definitely go check that one out. Yes. Okay, so let's get nerdy. Let's get into the spreadsheet. Okay, so here we have a basic payoff debt calculator. And so this is a template that I give in my Manage Your Money Like a Boss course, but any template that you can find on the internet that shows you how to pay off debt will work just fine. So let's say that in this example, we are trying to pay off a $5,000 credit card. So you can see that right here. So a $5,000 credit card balance is typically going to be about $150 a month payment. So generally, the balance that you owe, if you take that and you times it by 3%, that's roughly how much your minimum monthly payment will be, give or take. And so let's say for this example, the interest rate is 18%, pretty standard for a credit card. And so this is just all of our baseline information. So at that current rate, if you look up here, you can see that it's going to take us 47 months to pay off that $5,000 credit card if we just make the minimum monthly payment. And we're going to be spending a little bit under $2,000 in interest, which is crazy. So let's just say you get a little nuts, you look at your budget, and you find out that you can cut $150 if you don't eat out for a month. So down here on your proposed monthly payment, you're going to be spending $150 for the normal minimum monthly payment plus another $150 because we are going to cut out eating out. Okay, so let's see what that does to it. So just by putting an extra $150 a month and just cutting out a little bit more out of your budget, we are now going to be paying off this $5,000 credit card in 20 months. That's crazy. So we cut it in more than half of how long it's going to take us to pay it off. But look at the interest. That's the cool part. We save a ton of money in interest. So that right there is enough to take a pretty cool vacation. So we're only paying about $800 in interest just from making one small tweak. So let's say you get a little bit crazy. You decide you're going to get a part-time job for just a few months, okay? Just a few months, you're going to get a part-time job just to see if you can pay off this debt a little bit more quickly. You're going to be bringing home an extra, about $1,000 per month. But you decide that you are still going to cut out eating out and your coffee budget from your budget. So you're still cutting out that $150 a month. So we're still paying $300 a month, but now you have this part-time job that brings you in an extra $1,000 per month. Let's see what that does to our debt now. Okay, so check this out. From just a couple small tweaks in our budget, we went from 47 months to 4 months. 4 months to pay off your debt. That is so crazy. And the interest that we saved was unreal. We went from almost paying $2,000 in interest to now paying less than $200 total. That's crazy. And so the way to think about this stuff when you're trying to figure out if you should be paying off debt or not is look at the entire picture. Look at what happens if you make some sacrifices. And I know if you're anything like me and you're anything like the people I coach, you can pick up a part-time job for 4 months. You can do anything for 4 months. And so if you work a little bit of extra hours for a few months to pay off your debt, it's totally worth it in the long run. Don't you think? There you have it. I hope you see how powerful those small decisions are when it comes to paying off debt. So we went from paying off a credit card in 47 months to 4 months by cutting out $150 a month of eating out and entertainment and getting a part-time job that brings in an extra $1,000 per month. So this is one example. There's so many others out there. It's up to you to decide how you want to sacrifice. What are you willing to give up to get to that next level? It could take you longer, it could take you shorter. It's totally in your control. So I hope that this video has shown you that you do have the power to take back control of your money and make some pretty cool progress with paying off debt. So I hope that this has inspired you in some way, and I will see you guys next Thursday.